How's it going, guys? It's Principles of Hunting. Aaron Miller here in southern Missouri, coming to you about 2 weeks after my last video. Today is May 26, 2020, and behind me you can see a little bit of the food plot that I have been showing in these videos. This is a logging road food plot, if you haven't seen my other videos, that I have gone into and predominantly with hand tools created a food plot out of what was already here. Did not do a lot of work on the ground other than a little bit of disking at the very beginning to try to break up the soil. It's very rocky, very hard to keep from eroding, and so I've not really gone back in to do any type of dirt work since the first time I put in this plot. So what I'm hoping you guys will see this week, have a video that will show the progression of my food plot through the woods and give you a chance to see kind of what it's been doing. But with that being said, what I hope to bring to you in this video is some things that have been happening down here in southern Missouri with all of the rain and what I've been doing during that time. So I hope you guys will enjoy the video. Stay tuned to the channel, hit subscribe. Hope you have a great and wonderful summer as we prepare for the 2020 bow season. How's it going, guys? Principles of Hunting here in northern Missouri, taking a break from the southern Missouri area just to come and visit some family, check on some things here at our food plots and mineral licks here on the family farm. As I do so, I just wanted to shoot a quick video trying to get out of the rain just slightly as I'm checking these areas to share with you just a couple of things that I've learned along the way of my food plotting experience. As I've said in other videos, this is something that I've been trying to do without spending a lot of money and provide myself a little bit of hunting opportunity on top of some of the other places that I hunt. As I've been going through this process, some of the things that hopefully you're learning as well is that it doesn't hurt to go out and spend some time doing the research and see what other people are doing and what other people are experiencing. Just to give you some ideas, some of the guys that you would hear about very frequently that do this as a living are great resources to go to. Whitetail Habitat Solutions, Dr. Woods from the Proving Grounds, and those types of things are great resources to go and get information from as you start looking at things that you can do on your property and your planning. As I've gone through this experience, that's where I've spent some of my time. My very first experience on that food plot that I'm showing you today was to go out and just rake off the leaves and grass and throw out a plot mix, and it didn't come up at all. Without doing a little bit of research, it was a failure. And so as we go through what the clover plot is doing today, I hope you'll understand that I've been trying to pull tips and tricks from these guys, watching their videos, keeping track of their experiences and their recommendations. These are some really good things and resources for you to be able to get a heads up on your first couple of plots. As we do that, this video today is going to share with you some of the things, these pictures that you're about to see here are going to be some of the snapshots of my food plot. This is the third installment of my food plot videos here in southern Missouri, and as you can see, the heads are starting to come in on the clover plot. I'm starting to get some pretty good growth, about 6 to 8 inches. And as I go through these sections, you'll see that there are some that are a little sparse. These are things that I've had a little harder time getting to grow. And the same thing is planted here as everywhere else, chicory and clover. Same mix, same everything. So the soil is a little different in these areas. I've had to work a little harder in getting this established. So I'm going to have to come back into this area, do a little bit more work, rough up the ground probably a little bit more, maybe spread a little more lime and a little more fertilizer and try to get this area to take off like I have the rest. The next thing that you're going to see as you go through these videos, right now the canopy is not real thick. So the grass is still growing real well here. The clover is coming in pretty good. But as I go down some of these trails, you'll see that this is probably going to stunt a little bit as we get into more of the summer months, as the canopy starts to cover more, as the sun starts to become less of an opportunity for the clover to grow. My concern is moving forward how thick this is actually going to be come August. And so what I'm looking at right now is planning on my next steps on this plot. And here in just a minute, I'm going to show you a walkthrough video. I'm not going to have a lot of commentary with it, but this walkthrough video from the back of my plot all the way up into the main 2 sections. And as you see this plot, what you're going to see is basically logging roads that all I did was rake off the leaves and try to open up the soil and start a clover plot. And over a 2-year period, I've actually been able to be fairly successful with that and prepare some of the soil enough to take the clover and start to grow. But with that, at about $30 to $40 a year, I've been able to put on a bag of fertilizer, a little bit of ash and lime to try to help soil pH, and about $1.50 worth of clover from my local hardware store. And as you can see, it's coming in pretty well. I've not spent a lot of money on it this year. I put down a 50-pound bag of fertilizer earlier this year at $14. I put down about 1.5 pounds of clover, which cost me a little over $2. And I put out about 15 buckets of ash for my wood stove from this winter. And I've really not put a lot of else into this other than a little bit of work. So as you can see from these videos, I'm going to probably come in about a week or two, do a little bit of mowing, and then I'll probably have my plot pretty well set into the summer, just keeping an eye out on the weeds and making sure the weeds don't come in to start taking over. And hopefully by this fall, I'll have a good plot that I can go sow some winter rye into, or something for this fall bow season, to have some opportunities to get some shots. In my last video, you saw that I have a couple bucks starting to come in. They're starting to grow their antlers. In this video, you'll see that I put out a mineral, a sulfur salt, on top of a stump to try to start them coming in and take care of the ticks this year, as well as provide plenty of mineral for my bucks in the area. If I can provide enough opportunity and cover for these guys over the next couple years, I think I can have a pretty decent hunting area. And I'd like to see what you guys think. Put a few comments in the bottom. Tell me what you think about the plot. Tell me if you got any ideas for me as we move along this way, and I'll see what I can do. Have a great day. Hope you enjoy yourself this summer. Hope you're working in your plots. Hope you have a great 2020 bow season.